G'day everyone and welcome back. This week's episode is a waterfront free beach camp just outside of Karratha. Come along for the ride.
Yep. Are you on now?
Yep, you just interrupted my film. I'm Brent, this is Cal, and together with our son Bear and dog Jazz, we're travelling Australia. Come and join us for our reality. Well, welcome to Gnoorea Point. I don't know about you, but it's not bad for free. Waterfront.
It's pretty good. We've had a few blowy days, but I think if you got here when the wind wasn't howling, it'd be pretty amazing.
Like, come on. Free camp. Waterfront. Look at that. Even comes with its own fire pit and everything. It's wicked. Have a look around. It's pretty good facilities. Only a few other nomads around this time of year. And dump points and everything over there. Bins. There's even a drop toilet if you need. And big tip, just down the road at the gas plant, which you pass on the way in, they've got water there for a gold coin donation. So how good's that? You could stay here forever if you wanted. But can't get over this. It's wicked. Wicked. I think we landed on our feet too because the caretaker happened to leave the day before we got here because it's just outside of season. So I should mention, free October onwards. It is minimal, I think, during season. But hey, have a look at it. Wicked. Here's the beast.
Whingy.
Whingy.
Oh, put it on.
Perfect angel, ain't ya? You can come for a walk, explore the rock pools. Yes, Dad.
Stay here? No.
No. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Sun cream.
What about you, dog? Let's do it, eh? Plenty to explore. So you can see the boat channel just out here. It's sort of carved out of the rock. So I think it's from when there's been a gas pipeline or something put in a little while ago. Where it runs out, yeah, in the distance there, I don't know, 150, 200 metres offshore, there's a little witch's hat on a stick. And that's marking the edge of the channel at high tide. So if you want to launch your boat here, the ramp's solid. Like, it's pretty good all the way down. Just a little bit of seaweed at the front and a little bit soft, but it's hard underneath. So you can launch a big boat. Low tide at the moment, so there's no water. But for, I don't know, 4 or 6 hours of the day, you've got plenty of water there. It'll be easy as. And heaps of fishing around out there. So if the wind holds out today, I'm going to get tinny wet and go and chase some mackerel and see what else is out there. It's too bloody windy the whole time. It drives me nuts. What do you reckon we can find?
I reckon I can deplug my thong.
Deplug? Not with Archies, eh? Speaking of plugs, love my Archies. They just get a bit slippery sometimes on the inside. I reckon we can find giant clam.
That's because you've already seen it.
Don't cheat. And probably not much else. No. Maybe some oysters. We'll see. Weird, eh? They're like little rock pools, but they're quite silty and I think we found a little octopus. We'll have a look. Just saw a little bit of movement as we were coming through. And that stick's not very good. He's not going to come out with a problem anyway.
Can you lift that rock? No, fail. control on you. Shoe flies, and then go in your mouth.
Sorry, mate.
Don't be scared of cat. Oh, something. Ah!
There you go.
Aww.
Blue rings.
Gone red though. It's angry.
Like inked.
Alright, leave him alone.
Hey, won't eat you today, buddy. Big. Thought I saw one.
Yeah, good eyes.
Yeah.
Work the child. Don't eat the flies.
Just walking down for a bit of an explore in the mangroves here. I reckon it looks pretty mud crabbish, but probably gets flogged this close to the campground. So a bit of an explore anyway. See what's around. Check this out from Mangrove Forest, it's wicked. It looks so cool, coming into all the shadows and that. And I don't know, maybe I'm a bit weird that I love mangroves, but I just think it's so much fun exploring these sorts of places. Checking out the holes, and the crab's been here. Fresh, not a very big crab by the looks. I'll leave him for today. So, this is just awesome. And the clear water up in there, like that, that's wicked. See what's in there. Ooh, quite cool in here. Isn't that beautiful? I don't think I've ever seen a water pool like this in the mangroves so clear. Beautiful. Not quite sure what to make of this little fish trap. I'm guessing some kids were playing at some stage. So what's the best part about the free camping here at Gnoorea Point? Well, when you run out of water, there's more just down the road at the Sandhouse gas plant. So we're out at Gnoorea Point at the moment, and we've run out of water, which is not too bad because there happens to be some free water here on the side of the road just coming into the gas station. So it's run by Santos, and they've actually put the water on for a gold coin donation, or just any donation, to the RFDS. When you pull up out the front here, they've actually raised almost 50 grand for the RFDS over the years. So to me, that's a bloody good effort, guys, and something that all the big corporates should be trying to do with different things if they get the opportunity. What we run for our water is a nano silver filter. So anything that goes into our tanks goes through one of these before it does. This doesn't just do taste and odour. The nano silver is actually a microbiological one as well. So it's meant to take some of the nasties out too. How good do they work? I don't know, but we haven't been crooked yet. So
Tastes good.
Touch wood. Yeah, it tastes really good actually. We filter it through this, and then the water that we drink out of the van, we filter through its filter as well. So you're pretty safe, I think. I run a hose link one just because I like being able to turn it on and off. that end doesn't bother me too much, but having these flow ones is really good for when you're bugging around trying to not lose water. And then in the car, we've got a 50-litre tank as part of the long range in the back. So bang, we're on, leave that for 5 minutes, fill her up, go back, transfer it to the van. Another Pilbara sunset. I think we've been a bit spoilt with the fireplace. What do you think?
It's a very special fireplace, that's for sure. Someone has worked very hard.
That is wicked. Can't complain.
I think that they got the angle right as well for most of the wind.
Yeah? You reckon it blows this way all the time, do you?
Said for most of it.
Oh. It must, I think.
Nice high sides.
Yeah.
Although we had our poor neighbours, new neighbours rocked up today, and this poor little 8-year-old, they pulled up at someone else's camp. They had just left today and he walked straight into the fireplace with bare feet on. And, you know, ashes don't look hot all the time, but underneath, unfortunately, they've arrived and had to leave again to take him off to Karratha hospital and check out his burns and make sure that he's all okay. But fingers crossed, he's okay.
Yeah, always use water if you got some water,
Yeah.
put it out properly.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, isn't it? Because it was a designated fireplace, it's obvious, but kids being kids, you just never know, so better to be safe than sorry and do your best to put it out properly. Pretty magical afternoon.
Yeah,
not too blowy.
No, it's 10 knots, which is still for how long we've been here. It's been a bit blowy, but I think time of the season when we're here and that.
Look, you're always going to get windy days, I think. You know.
But a pretty good spot overall. I think definitely a big pro is having the water down the road.
I've got an ET popping out of me.
Yeah, the water as a free camp at the moment is wicked. I think cons, what do you reckon?
The only con I think has been the wind, but that's not going to be all the time.
No.
It's a bit rocky, the beach, so you know, if you're wanting a 5-star free camp, it would be nice sandy beach.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Well, that's right, but I'm just saying, that's probably, you know, the cons are pretty hard to come by, I think, at this place at the moment, so...
I think you'd find, though, this little sandy bit down the front here,
yeah,
if you just pan around on the front bit, is going to be really, really nice when, like, no seaweed, if we haven't just copped all these easterlies. So most of the time, I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah, it's just quite rocky, like, you can't see it right now, but in the water, underneath that water, is quite a lot of rock, but you'd be fine for just bathing in.
Definitely.
And cooling off and having a little swim at high tide.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
What I also like is that it's a different perspective. So we're looking north, roughly.
Instead of west.
Yeah, so looking out at the water north, so you've got the sun over to the east, or to the west setting. Yeah. So yeah, it's just something a bit different.
Fun fact, Kelly asked me which way does the sun set
No, I
over east. She did.
When? No,
A
I
few weeks ago,
didn't.
you're like, oh, but it sets on the other side over there. Like,
No.
Yeah.
Baby brain, it's a real thing, alright?
Flat earthers, go jump.
Anyway, any other pros and cons?
No, I think that was it. It's easy drive. It's doing 110 on the dirt road on the way back in the Savo, so it's
Without the
good.
van.
Yeah, not with the van.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, I think for us, I mean, having the water is awesome. We don't have a water bladder at the moment, so just did a run with the car, with the little water tank in the car, but definitely would be really handy if you had a water bladder of like 100 litres and something like that for us.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think?
Dinner time, Mum.